Man, I really love my diamond blur. Aww. Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I'm the Penguin, the Sea Penguin, and welcome back to another Mod Spotlight. Today I'm digging a hole in the ground. No, I'm joking. No, today we shall be looking at a Today we'll be looking at a mod called Chisel and Bits, as you can see here. Now, you may be familiar with the old mod, Chisel. Cough Chisel. Yeah, you may be familiar with the old mod, Chisel. This makes it look like Child's Play, because this adds a whole lot of variety to the game. It doesn't add many blocks, but it lets you change them. It basically allows you to build literally anything you want. And I mean anything you want. So, let's just get started. Today we have the Chisel. No, right here we have the Chisel. And we have it in 4 flavors. As usual, we've got the stone, the iron, the gold, and the diamond. Now, all these recipes are the same. It's just the material with a stick. So as you can see, all the way up, they are the exact same. So I'm going to take the diamond one. Next, we have the bit bag. As you can see here, it's just 8 wool of any color, surrounded by a bit. And this will come in handy in a second, and I will show you what these things can do. So, let's take 2 blocks. Any random blocks. I'm going to take some cobblestone, and I'm going to take some, I'm going to take a diamond block. So I'm going to put these here and here. Now, if you take your chisel and you look over it, you can see that my highlight thing is selecting each pixel. Now, you could remove each pixel if you wanted to. So I can take that one and that one if I wanted to, and I'm going to quickly swap into survival, because it's a lot better, because now I actually get the bits and the tool takes damage. So you can see I'm collecting all these tiny little bits. If I was to right click, it increases the area, and if I right click again, and it increases the area, so I can take all of that if I wanted to, and I can right click again and go back to small ones, or I can take all of that. I can do whatever I want with it. I can do the same with this one as well. I'm going to take, say, I'm going to take one of the big chunks like that. So I've got all these tiny little bits, and I can now place them on this block. I'm just going to do that like so. There we go. Now, lovely and beautiful like that, which is great. So now that I've created these this wonderful design, and you can see I've got all these bits here. These bits are going into my bit bag, because as you can see, you get a lot of bits from each thing. So, what can you do with this? Well, if I was to get, say, a pickaxe, it can be any old pickaxe, I believe. So I'm going to take an iron pickaxe, and I'm just going to mine the block. As you can see, I now actually have this block that I can place anywhere in the world. So I'm going to place it there. Now I'm just going to quickly bring on to the next thing, which is the wrench. Now the wrench is just 2 wood and 2 sticks. And this lets you rotate your creations, like so. So as you can see, it's rotating it upside down, that way, that way, that way, any way you can think of. I want it to get back to the way I wanted it. Come on, rotate to the way I wanted you to rotate. I'm just going to do it like that. So I'm going to leave it like this. Now, there are other things that you can do with this. So now you've built this really cool thing that you really, really like. Say you wanted to keep a copy of it so you can use it later. Well, this mod has you covered with the designs. Now the designs, you get the positive chisel design and the negative chisel design. With the positive one, it's just a water bucket, some lapis, and a piece of paper. Or if you already have a design already filled, you can just put it in and it will wipe it out for you. That's the positive design. Now the negative design is water bucket, paper, and a redstone, and the same thing applies. Now the difference between these two things is quite important. Because if I was to take a positive design of this and a negative design of this just by right clicking, now if you hold shift it will show you. So you can see I've got this stone one in my hand and I've got the actual one. So if I was to go up to this diamond block and I was to hold the positive on it, it will put this design into it. Whereas if I was it will copy this one exactly. Whereas if I was to put the negative on it, it would just convert this pattern into this. So if I was to do this with just the negative one, as you can see, it has made the design, pretty much. It's pretty much made the design of it, whereas if I was to use this one, it's used all those bits and completely... Is it going to work? I don't know. But yeah, it's supposed to copy the design. The positive one copies the design, whereas this one just, with the negative one, actually converts all the pattern into it, if that makes sense. Now, I believe, instead of trying to chisel the chest, if I take a crafting table, and I put my bit bag, which is full of all different kinds of bits. So as you can see, it's just full of complete diamond bits. So I'm going to take some of these out. And I'm going to take up some more cobblestone. So I'm going to right click to the point where I can just take whole sets of it like that. So as you can see in this bit bag, I've now got that. So I'm going to go into this crafting table. I'm going to put the positive design there. As you can see, I can leave it blank, or I can put my bit bag there. I believe this just worked. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe that's in the newer version. I don't know. But as you can see, I can create any of these designs that I like. So there we go. So if I just right click like that, it's using up the bits in my bag and in my inventory to create this design. But what also I can do is, if I wanted to, say, just create something awesome with pixel art, if I just right click, I can actually draw on the ground in any of these designs that I like. So I'm going to build a nice square like so, and then I'm going to say draw a line of cobblestone in it. As you can see, I can build it up and do whatever I like with it, create really cool designs. And what else I can do is, if I was to take my pickaxe again and to mine it like so, now that I have this lovely design, if I hold shift, I can actually move it between two lines like so. Now that does mean that this now becomes two separate things. However, if I was to place them down again, I believe in the same block space, I might be able to pick them up as a whole again. Like that. So now, as you can see, it's now a whole block again, which is pretty freaking cool, as it pretty much breaks the laws of Minecraft. So yeah, it's a pretty cool mod. So I can just place it wherever I like. And if I was to place it down, and if I was to, say, take these designs again. Now, if I take a positive and a negative version, as you can see, the positive version, if I was to go up to, say, this block, and then right click, as you can see, it has created the positive version. It's an exact copy. Where if I was to take the negative version, as you can see, it used the block itself to create the design. So the positive version creates an exact copy. The negative version uses the materials to create the copy, if that makes sense. So yeah, as you can see, you get quite a big mess as well. So have a few bit bags ready. But I think that pretty much sums up this mod. It's pretty awesome. It allows you to build pretty much anything you can imagine in Minecraft. So even with something like this, I can take this, not do that. Say I wanted to do that. I'm just going to go boop, 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 dink, 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 dink. And then I'm just going to shove some little diamond pieces in for his eyes. Like so. So you can literally build anything you like. And yeah, and then you can copy it and paste it. So if you create a block that you really like, so if I say take this chunk from there, and then that chunk from there, and say, hey, I want it to have that pattern on it, I can now replicate that pattern just by right-clicking with some designs. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I pressed the wrong button. It's a pretty cool little mod. And I believe it's for 1.8, as most of these mods are now. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe for more videos from me. And I shall see you guys next time. Bye!
When I think of the future, I think of the men and machines and friends and ideas and philosophy and spirit.